Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane. If it's your first time here, welcome. I do 2 videos a day. One is kind of like looking at the energies, and then we go in depth with spirit in the extended. Right now I'm doing need reads for November, and for however long I'm going to be doing them. It may extend out later. I really like it because what's happening is that I get to pick, a card comes out of a deck, and spirit really wants us to look at that energy and how we can apply it to Pisces. Why am I doing this? Because these need reads are a need for empowerment and enlightenment discovered for us to really excel at becoming the very best version of ourselves in the years to come. 2022 and 2023 are very powerful years for Pisces, light workers, etc., etc. The planet's shifting. A lot of things are going to be changing. We're not living in the world that we used to, and the slowdown that happened in 2020 really emphasized it. So if you want to be one of the ones who are a positive change on the planet and the world, this is a great time to be living, okay? When I first had my download from Spirit, the first thing that they ever told me was like, aren't you excited to be here at this time? And I thought, okay. Because, well, I'm, human and forgotten most of my spiritual conversations of before I came here. So in that ego humanity thing, I was kind of like, don't know what the heck you're talking about. But some part of me, far, far deep down inside, knows that there was something very exciting happening. And although I don't have all the ins and outs of it, I still feel it very much in the core of myself, and I have a lot of hope. Okay, if anything else, if nothing else, I should say, I have so much hope deep within myself that this slowdown will really cause a beautiful shift in the planet. And I'm hoping that you're part of that, Pisces. That's the best way I could put that, and it was pretty eloquent, if I may say so myself. All right, Pisces, so this is a reading from this morning. If you want to understand better the second part of this reading, I would suggest you watch that first, because that makes, well, just makes it a lot easier on you. The 7 of Cups was underneath the deck. I didn't show it. Now, the reading this morning was of being your authentic self. Now, there's 2 messages that came with the bottom of this card, the 7 of Cups. It says that being your authentic self also opens up to the boundaries that you had previously set for yourself, okay? I feel that we've limited a lot of ourselves because of either past mistakes or how people have made us feel that we haven't shaken our tail feathers and been our authentic selves, okay? In fear of rejection, in fear of being ridiculed. But the thing is that if you start adding things and putting that back on the table of who you can be for yourself, you're opening yourself up to a lot of choices. The thing is with choices as well, though, is that if you try something on right now and it's okay for this week or 2 weeks and you're going, that was fun, but I think I want to do something else, you have choices. It opens up the door to everything. You don't have to just stick to one. You don't have to commit. It's not like your life will end if suddenly you change your mind, is what I'm getting from this. And I'm talking about, if it's a little bit like trying on a suit, okay? I liked it for a time, I wore it for a time, but now I'm going to grow and evolve and I want to wear something else. So the choices for you are infinite, okay, Pisces? And I want you to know that. All right, so I'm going to pull from, I do believe this is the Sacred Traveler. Yeah, this is Sacred Traveler. All the links to these cards are affiliate link. I get a little something if you use them, if it applies. They're all in the description box, and I put it in the first comment just so that you know. Okay. Of course, Pisces, the best way that you can support this channel is always just subscribing, hitting that notification, pressing the like button. Press the like button. Yeah, that helps too. A nice comment. I love reading your comments. Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Okay. So, From this card, what I'm getting right away is that, like I said, we've put a lot of conditions on ourselves over the years to be or live up to certain standards and things. They want you to be more, have a more of a lie back, rest and relax view of these things, and really try to be who you want to be or who you've always wanted to be, Pisces. It's time. Okay, so slack off of the chains of commitment and conditioning is what came through. That's exactly what came through. It's like, just unburden yourself from this, okay? Be the Knight of Swords. Be more spontaneous. Relax. Enjoy the ride instead of making yourself so unbending. Yeah. And there's, in the cut, there's a rest card here. So there might be something here to that while we're doing these readings, while you're planning your big comeback, it would be important that you have a lot of rest, okay? Do rest as much as you can, Pisces. Because it's, we sometimes forget. We put a lot on our plate. I was actually talking to my own personal card puller for myself, because I like to get somebody else's point of view, okay? It's just fun to do. And she told me that not to spread myself too thin in the upcoming months. And I didn't think I was, but I feel very tired some days. So she is telling me to get rest, or, you know, do batch stuff and then, you know, try to take a few days off. And I will, and I'll take that. So there's rest coming in here, okay? All right, so this is the Seven of Pentacles, and the word here is delay. I don't think it's in a delay of a sort that you're going to face a delay. I feel that this is a needed delay. Okay, Spirit is saying. I mean, it's all coming in with the rest and relax. This is a time of assessment, the Seven of Pentacles. So they really want you to assess, not your spontaneity, but assess, like I said, to go into the Hermit, to see, to go into assessing what caused you to be not spontaneous, what caused you to give up on your authenticity, okay? Was it an external force? Do you need to get rid of that? Because the Seven of Pentacles is about weeding the garden. So you need to go back and weed what that meant, okay? So you need to do it in your own, I guess, in your own downtime and checks. 2 sevens. So just notice there's 2 sevens. There's 3 sevens. There's 3 sevens on this table, okay? So you need to do some assessing. You need to some checking. And this, the Seven of Swords, is a card of betrayal. So this is a negative energy that came in that caused you to feel that you couldn't be your authentic self. The Seven is asking you to look into that so that you can open up your choices with this Seven. So it's very important. These sevens, it's asking you to take a moment, rest, relax, and really go in within yourself and figure that stuff out, okay? Another, I cannot, can I? I love it when they do that. Okay, so the Chariot card came out. Beautiful. Ultimately, they're asking you to see if you let other people guide your chariot and if you're going to guide this chariot yourself in the days to come. Now, most definitely you want the answers like, I'm going to be guiding this horse because this is my horse. It's my journey, right? Absolutely. I love the fact that there's fire here. Look at this horse. He's on fire, okay? So just, you need to reinvigorate that fire within yourself, that spontaneity. Look into that rejection. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. That's the other part. Don't compare who you are to anybody else. It doesn't matter if you're painting a recreation of a Van Gogh. You're going to do it your very own way. Okay? You may have a different twist on it. It may be a jumping off point to you painting your masterpiece. Okay, don't think that these masters didn't stand on other shoulders of other people to learn and be inspired by. Don't think that, okay? Everybody has to look around and find their own way. And a lot of those times they get inspired by others. And by being inspired by others, they find their true calling. So remember that, okay? And don't let anybody guide your chariot. You know where you want to go. Don't let anybody, if they come in and they make you feel bad and go, you look ridiculous, you know, and you can say, yeah, but I'm happy. Okay? And maybe I look ridiculous to you, but who are you? I mean, honestly, who are you? Pay attention to your own ride, okay? Right, so the 9 of coins, it's written prudence. This card always hits me in it's one of the cards that I like least about this deck, because I don't find that the 9 of coins is about prudence. I think the 9 of coins is about working hard. But I guess in this case, I think that it's come up a lot that you've been prudent in your life. Right, your hard work has been done because you've been playing it safe. And this, actually, it's the first time that this card actually applies. Maybe it's because I let it apply. Don't get hung up on definitions of cards. Work with the cards themselves. Yes, yes, Spirit, I got it. Okay, so prudence. This card says prudence. You have been prudent all your life. The 9 is also a card of hard work. So you have worked hard at being prudent all your life, for some of you. Okay? They're not saying to suddenly throw caution to the wind and not do anything anymore. That isn't what they're saying. What they're saying is that realize that that is what you have been doing. And that maybe it's time for you to really look into who you are and what you want to do. And maybe put prudence and conditioning to one side and work hard at your own wishes and not what's been conditioned in you to do. There you go. All right. Adapt. Adaptation. There you go. Okay? So it's time for you to adapt to you. Okay? Not to the situation before. You have been adapting to their negative energies to make people feel better or have a better opinion of you. I love this saying, what other people think of you is none of your business. It's coming in. What other people think of you is none of your business. What you think of you is your business. What you believe about yourself is your business. So don't make their reality yours. Make your reality yours. Okay? Follow your dreams. Follow your cycle. Make your wheel of fortune come to life. Okay? Very important. It's all in the 7 of Swords. I love these cards coming on the 7 of Swords. Like it's that 7 of Swords. That pesky 7 of Swords, right? By the way, this deck has been seriously modified. This one right here. You may like it. It's the Gil Tarot. I've actually painted the backs with a marker. That's the only original part of that card, is this little crescent moon. That's it. That's it. And I cut all the, I trimmed it, and yeah, this deck doesn't look anything like that. I could not stand away the backs of it, and I prefer it this way. Okay, so no. It's a very rigid cardstock too, so it's not good for riffling. But I really liked it. I really like it. I really like this deck. I just feel that sometimes the keywords and the keywords in this deck and myself do not agree. But the more I use it, the better it is. So I used to try to force things, and now I don't. I'm improving with you, Pisces. I'm getting better as you are. Prosperity 10. Okay, so 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords. These affairs of the heart, because obviously when you're judging yourself, when you're doing this, it affects you at a very heart chakra level, okay? You'll even feel it. If somebody makes you feel like a pile of crap, this is what I say, my heart is sinking. Do you ever hear that? I feel my heart sinking. And your heart sinking is actually your chakra energy not dying, but just, you know that feeling. So it doesn't feel right. You know that, right? So, by dealing with all of this, by putting it back where it's supposed to be, and by looking at what's happened, you're actually increasing your heart chakra. You're bringing it back up to the level it's supposed to be. And, well, that kind of says it all, right? Apple tree, prosperity. There you go. Okay? It's going to bring you prosperity in the year that's coming in. And that's really what you want. That is what you want to be bringing in. You want to bring prosperity. Okay? Justice. Major Arcana. Putting things back into balance. Fair rewards, finally. Okay? Feeling like you're getting something back, finally. You'll be fairly compensated for your efforts of going back into your true self. Okay? And starting to live your authentic life. It's going to feel more like things will come in easier, that things will fall more on your side. But that makes sense because you're being true to who you're supposed to be. And that's really what Spirit wants to bring in with this Knight of Swords. Be more spontaneous, and that means just being more you. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords and it's saying intuition. Again, the keywords, but I'm going to work with them, okay? The Knight of Swords for me is the King of Air. He's the King of Mastery. He's the King of Mastery of the Mind. But in this case, they're saying he's intuitive. So maybe his mind is helping with his intuition, okay? He's using that tool to bring in intuition. So let's work with that, Pisces. By going back and thinking of all of these things that have conditioned you and stopped you from moving forward, by writing it down or bringing it up to the surface, realizing who was stopping you. Was it somebody's notions of you, conditioning of you? Okay? You're using your mind to go back and find all the keys and the tools and the key points of things that happened to now bring in your intuitive side of saying, well, that needed to happen at that time for that reason. But now my intuition is guiding me because of this great, moment of clarity through the mind to do different things. To go in with the Hermit, to find the wisdom and the insight, and the Ace of Pentacles to bring luck back my way. To plant those seeds and make things happen. Okay? There you go. What am I talking about? These cards are not hard to read with. There you go. So thank you, Pisces, okay? Because I refuse to not work with the cards that I have, even though I find some of them difficult. I'm finding that I'm connecting very deeply by letting the cards being who they're supposed to be and by working with their energies. So thank you. There you go. There's a thank. There. Oh, so they're saying completion? Yes, completion. Okay. So, the World card. No keywords there. The world is yours, Pisces. Yours to discover. Yours to be in. I like that this figure looks icy. So I feel that especially where I am, snow and ice and all of that stuff is coming. So I feel that somewhere in the middle of winter of this upcoming year, you're really going to start focusing a lot on yourself. I feel that this is like going to be a completion of things for you. It's going to bring around a lot of awesomeness your way, I feel, because the World card is always using what you've learned in the last phase and applying it into the new one. And I feel that just looking at all these things, working with all these things, they're really going to bring you to that next phase. That thing that you need to be doing, that place that you need to be going. And it all starts with embracing the spontaneous self. Oh my God, they showed me a picture of myself making my own Wonder Woman costume at 6 years old and lassoing the neighbor kid. That's too funny. Yeah. So that was spontaneous, absolutely. Find your Wonder Woman, find your Batman, find your Superman, find whichever superhero that you can put on a cape and I don't know, have fun. Have fun, Pisces, okay? That's from me. Have fun, okay? That's from me. We do so much work. We work so hard on ourselves. And if you guys have been writing down what I've been telling you to do, you probably have like an encyclopedia level book by now. But you know what? It's a good thing to write things down, because sometimes you're not working on it right away, but you just jot it down. And then you look back on it a little while later and you're kind of going, well, I did that and I fixed that. And you can see how far you've come. And sometimes if there's something you've forgotten or something that you really wanted to keep working on, it will, if you've written it down, it will refresh you to take a look at it some more. So I highly suggest it. Maybe I should start making those notebooks too. All right, so that's something else to talk about. Not anything here, Pisces. I hope that this has helped you as well. I like these readings. I do. I feel that they're offering you up something new every day to look upon. Something that you can, I don't know, better yourself with. With all of these beautiful nuggets of wisdom coming in from Spirit, I can't help but think that you're just going to be such a force to reckon with when you finally start speeding in the direction that you want to be going into. We're going to see some beautiful Pisces. And when any of you accept your awards for whatever, just say, I'd like to thank Jane. She was awesome. A little joke, you guys. Just a little joke. All right. You know I love you all. I think you're wonderful. I want you to be your very best self. You keep working at it, and I'll keep being here. And I will see you tomorrow. As always, Pisces, take care.